All right. I just want to point something out here. You cannot be a Semitic people if you do not descend from a man named Shem. Now, Shem here is the father of Elam, Ashur, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. All right. Now, I also want to point this out. A Hamite, or someone who descends from Ham, cannot be Semitic. Now, you could be an Hamite and speak a Semitic language like the Phoenician, right? The Phoenicians spoke Paleo-Hebrew. That's a known fact. There's no getting around that. They spoke Paleo-Hebrew. Why you think in, I believe it's First Kings or somewhere in Kings, King Solomon, which is an Israelite, spoke to Hiram, which was a Phoenician, right? Obviously, they were speaking some a language, and that language we know to be the Paleo-Hebrew. But the let's read Genesis 10. I believe it's Genesis 10:10, right? It says here, and the beginning of his kingdom was Babel and Erech and Akkad. That's where you get Akkadian from. Now, the Akkadians, scholars say they spoke a Semitic language. I typed in, are the Akkadians a Semitic people? They say yes. Well, guess what? That's incorrect. Like I said, you can speak a Semitic language, but that does not mean you are Semitic or Shemitic. Now, at one time, all nations spoke Hebrew, Paleo-Hebrew. It doesn't mean everyone is Semitic. So if you don't study, you're not going to know these things. And you also have to study genealogy in order to know these things, in order to know what nations and spoke Hebrew, what nation spoke this language, what nation speaks that language, so on and so forth. But you cannot be Semitic if you do not descend from Shem.